Hey y'all, today's Tuesday, February 9th. We are on PSL number 5 and today is day 2, so it's Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get started. So this first question is asking us to write the linear equation for the table that's shown. So they're giving us a table and we need to write the linear equation that goes with it. So first we need to recall the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So for the one that we did yesterday, the 2, they had a graph where we automatically could read the rise over run for our slope. But for this one, they're not giving us a rise over run with a graph, so we're going to have to use our coordinates formula. So I'm writing that down. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. But when we do that, that means that we only need to look at 2 coordinates. And it doesn't matter which 2 coordinates you pick, just as long as you pick 2 and you name one of them xy1 and another one of them xy2. So for this table, I've got a y2 of 1 minus my y1 of negative 1, and then an x2 of 0 minus an x1 of negative 1. So I'm going to simplify over here. I've got on top a minus and negative, so I'm going to do keep, change, which is going to make that plus. And then down here I also have a keep, change, so 0 plus 1 is 1, which is going to simplify to 2. So our slope is 2. Next we need to find our value for b, and b is just going to be our y-intercept, which is what is the value of y when x is 0. So we're looking to find this one right here. So we're going to come over to our table and we can see that when x is 0, our y is equal to positive 1, so our b is 1. So to write our equation, we're just going to take y equals, and we're going to substitute in our 2 for our m, bring down our x, and then plus our b, which for this example is 1. And that is our answer. Alright, number 2, we've got find the volume of the pyramid. And this pyramid has a square base. They also gave us, I think on your PSL, the formula for volume of volume equals 1/3 capital B, meaning the area of the base times height. So we're going to go ahead and start by finding the area of this base. So the area of the base is 3 by 3. So I'm going to substitute that there. I'm also going to bring down my 1/3. I'm also going to bring down, actually for my h, I'm going to come over and find my height right here, which is 5. And now I have a whole bunch of simplification that I can start working on. So 3 times 3 equals 9. 9 times 5 is 45. And then divide that by 3, we're going to get 15. This is volume, so we're going to be in cubic meters. So meters to the 3rd power or meters cubed. And that's our answer. That was a pretty simple one. So let's try another one of these volume of a pyramid problems. Again, that formula is volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height. So for this one, our base is 5 by 5 this time. 5 by 5. Bring down everything else. 1/3. I can also simplify my height if I would like. The height on this one is 7.5. So I'm just going to do some simplification. 25 times 7.5. Bring down 1/3. And then I've got, so I get 187.5 divided by 3, which is going to give me a total volume of 62.5. And this is in feet cubed, or to the 3rd, because we're doing, again, volume. Okay, my last two are going to be area and circumference of a circle. So we need to recall the formulas for area of a circle and circumference of a circle. Awesome. So we've got a circle with a radius of 3.5 inches. So let's start our substitution. Our radius is 3.5. So for area, we're going to square that and then multiply by pi. So 3.5 times 3.5 gives us 12.25. And we still have to multiply by pi, so we get 38.48. And to round up or keep it, we're going to round up because this is an 8, which is bigger than 5. So it becomes 38.5. And we're doing area, so this is going to be squared inches, or inches to the second power. And then for circumference, we're going to do a radius, so we've got 2 pi, and then our radius is 3.5. So 3.5 times 2 is going to give us 7 pi, which in our calculator is going to give us 21, a big, hairy, ugly decimal, 0.99, but because this one's going to round up, it's actually going to push this guy up, making this guy go up because we have to keep going over. So it's 22.0, and this one would also be inches, but because circumference is just a distance, it's to the first power. It's not volume and it's not area. Okay, let's do one more like that. I'll get it all set up. Okay, so this one says find the area and circumference of a circle with a diameter of 12 meters. So we've got a diameter, but to use our equations, we need to find our radius. So if d equals 12, radius is going to be 1/2 of that, so our radius is going to be 6. So let's start with area. So we've got pi times radius, which is 6 squared. 6 times 6 is 36, so we get 36 times pi, and go ahead and put that in your calculator. You're going to get 113.09. Because 9 is bigger than 5, we're going to round this guy up. So it becomes 113.1, and that was in meters, and area is always squared. And now for circumference, we're going to do 2 pi times radius, which is 6. 6 times 2 equals 12 times pi, so you'll punch that into your calculator, and you get 37.69 da-da-da-da-da. Notice that this is going to round up, so 6 becomes 7, 37.7 meters, and this is just to the first power. So that was number 5, and you are done with PSL for today. Next, you will be working on practice for finding the surface area of a cylinder. I lied. Of a prism. Prisms are today. Good luck, guys.